All right. So we are live. Good evening, OEFU. Welcome to another great episode of Bunkai's Corner. I'm your host, Bunkai, and I got with me Jim. How are you this evening?
I'm good.
Good, good. So, sorry for the late show. Um,
I know. I want to just jump into it. I know where you're gonna start. Just do it.
yeah. By the way, some good news. So over the month we have 108 new subscribers. So now,
Really?
yeah. So right now the channel has I think
So
23.
this is actually working out.
Yeah, it's amazing, but yeah, so yeah, it's 23,700 followers.
That's great. Thank you guys. We
Yeah.
really do appreciate that.
And so and let me just let you know right now, if you see any ads, know that I am not making any money off of any of my videos or podcasts because unfortunately I was not approved for monetization of my channel. Well,
Well, I mean, you had Skeletor on.
right. They probably took a listen at that and they go, they're like, they I mean, I'm expecting an email like, nigga, you kidding? But, um, so I wanted to, lead off with something very, very funny.
That's a big week for fighting games.
It has been. It has been. It's
It's a
been a very
big,
big
big
week.
week.
Big week.
Yeah,
Three,
big. Like 3 feet big.
3 feet
Big.
big. Okay, so for those of you that aren't in the know, Soul Calibur 6 came out, and there is a customization where you can do
It's
create a
not
character.
new.
I mean, it's not new. No, it's not new. And even what I'm about to tell you is not new, but it might be new to some people.
That's
So,
true.
so I'm thinking that the best way to actually proceed is just to do a screen share, and I'm just going to go on to
Oh
Event
God,
Hubs.
no! Please.
Um,
No, you should show the video that was linked in the games Discord.
okay, I need the video. I need the link because
Oh, it's bad.
I mean, I saw if it's the video
Oh,
with the
it's the one you
ring
think it
out.
is.
Is it the one that there's a ring out at the end?
No, hold on. Anyway, just it's gigantic
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
modified
but I'm
green
just
guy humping the ground. It's
oh,
something.
actually, I mean, I thought that okay. So I'm gonna I am going to do a screen share, folks. Give me one
Oh,
second. I'm a
hold.
I'm
Okay, I'm gonna repost it for anybody that is in the Discord. This is the one that I'm referring to. I just posted it. If you want to do a screen share of that video.
oh my gosh. And I just realized that I messed up when I created this. So if you're listening right now live, come to our Discord. I forgot to include the link in the video description, so just go to the previous few shows. The link is in there as well.
Or,
Um,
we'll update it and then after the fact you can get it.
yeah, yeah. So, um, okay. So did you already post the link? Let me see if this. Yes, yes.
Just go to
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. It's
okay,
the same
okay.
one.
It's the same
It's
link.
the same.
Okay, so I'm gonna go
I made
ahead
it 30
and
seconds and I was like, okay, that's enough.
so all right. Um, okay, okay. So let me turn on the screen share. Okay. So folks, I just want to let you know that
I
yeah,
can't deal with it.
I okay.
It's not
So
safe for work.
it's not yeah, if
It's
somehow
not
you're
safe
at
for
work,
work.
this is hella not. This is your ass might get fired and thrown in jail. Okay? This is how not safe. It's not safe for life. It's not safe for the universe. So
This is not safe for anything.
So there, as I said before, there is a create a character function. It is not new, as Jim said. And there is the there is a lizard guy. There was a lizard guy
Yeah.
that was created. You might run into some lizard guys on Soul Calibur 6, and it may
Oh,
look something like.
you're gonna.
So I'm gonna play this so you guys can see this. Oh my god. Yes. What you see is, oh my gosh. I'm
That's something.
this is
That's something.
this is um yeah. Yeah, so there you go, folks. Yes, so I just realized that the name of the player is Scale Dong. Yeah, so yes, you will fight lizards with 3 feet long penises. Um,
Oh.
and not, when I first saw the topic, I'm thinking, oh, okay, so it's gonna be like swinging at the kneecaps. No, these gonna be 3 or 4 feet long erect penis.
Yeah, he's throwing reptile dick in your face, bro. He's
Yeah,
slinging that around.
yeah,
He is not kidding.
yeah. Um,
Oh God, what a game.
and I'm interested. I'm interested to see what Namco does about this. Um, because you can't have kids going
Yes, you
out there.
can. They've already done it. They don't give a shit.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's just in this day and age where people get bent out of
Well,
shape.
I mean, well, they'll just say it's a furry, and it'll be all okay.
By the way, I mean, not to like analyze the genitalia, but it looks like it's like like it's made out of a cactus plant. I mean, there's like,
Well, I mean, when you start a statement with, "I don't mean to analyze the genitalia," and then you analyze the genitalia, there's where else do you want that to go?
in
It
my
looks
ass.
like, yeah, it looks like a cactus stick.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm just like in my ass. I mean, no, I'm
Yeah,
just
go,
kidding.
go, no, god damn it.
I'm sorry. You kind of left that one open. So
Well, open. Yeah, well,
yeah,
what do you do?
yeah.
But I don't know.
Um,
Did you even buy the game?
no, no. I mean,
No, I
and
did
it's
not either.
I I have no doubt that this phenomenon has caused people to buy the game that otherwise wouldn't have.
Yeah, all the furries are gonna buy this shit.
I'm like, and I'm wondering if the one particular player is going to.
He already plays.
I know. I wonder if he's actually going to use this, make a, make this particular concoction,
Oh,
concoction. Okay. Um.
contraption. Yeah,
Yeah. So.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I didn't buy the game. You didn't buy the game. Uh, I don't think Mr. Met bought the game. The only people I've seen in the chat, or in the Discord rather, Defiance bought the game.
I thought
TGS
TGS.
has the
Yeah, I
game,
thought it was
and
TGS.
and Tragic has the game.
Okay.
So those are the three people I think that are playing it. In general, I don't like Soul Calibur games. I don't like them. I don't like Ring Out. I think that's garbage. I don't like games with block buttons. I think that's garbage. And I don't like games where I have to fight a guy that has a 5-inch dick throwing himself at me.
Okay,
Like
that's a
that's just not
lot.
my kind of game. That's not my
Yeah.
kind of game. What am
That
I gonna say?
dude, that's a lot longer than a 5 inch dick.
Yeah,
You mean
well,
5 foot?
5 foot,
Yeah,
5
yeah,
foot. My bad. My
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
You have to put it to scale.
yeah, yeah.
To scale.
I mean,
A
would
5
it
foot
be
dick.
would it been better if the dick was not erect?
I mean, would it be better if there was just a game where they didn't have a gigantic dick customization?
I mean, the thing I mean, I'm just I don't I've never
It's ridiculous, and this isn't new. That's why it's so funny. It's because it's like this always happens.
um
Oh
I
God.
I just the thing about it though is that when I saw the topic, I thought again that it was flash and no swinging at the kneecaps, but it's like a shotgun, that sticks out from below the navel for the lizard doesn't have a navel, but anyway, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
you know, uh, I just guys, I want you to know that Jim is happily married, and
Yep.
uh, and although Colombian men are my weakness, but it's but okay. So what else do we have?
Oh, I got a funny story. I want to hear your reaction to this and what you think about it, but I want Mr. Met to come up first. He's being a
God,
little bit of a
you know
douchebag. He's
what?
not being
But hold on for a second. By the way, before you go into the funny story,
okay.
I mean, it doesn't help. I don't mean to analyze again.
I knew you were gonna go back to the fucking
I don't mean to
cactus bed.
analyze the genitalia, but I mean, the balls look like freaking. I don't know. It look like dinosaur eggs attached
they're,
at the.
they're tennis balls, bro.
I'm
It's
like,
ridiculous.
I mean, yeah. It's.
What do you even say? What do you even say when you look at this game? This game is trash. Like, okay, whatever.
Okay. So, Jim, I'm gonna let you talk now. Okay, what do you have for us?
All right, so let's go into show suggestions. We had a few things that were suggested to us. Jason is currently in New York City,
Uh-huh.
and he may be meeting up with Mr. Met tomorrow. Which
What?
would, yes, that'd be very
Oh my
interesting.
God! Are they gonna
Mhm.
fuck? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're not sorry. That's
That was
good. I like
rude.
that.
That
That's
was
pretty
rude.
good.
I am
I
done.
asked Coop to come. I thought he lived in the city,
Oh, you asked him to come?
but he lives like farther than Jim. I'm like,
Are
Did you
you serious?
did you ask him
he's
to
in
come hard?
Middletown.
Oh,
That's like
That's like
that's like
6 hours away.
fucking crazy as. And he's
Yeah,
like,
that's a pain
yeah,
in the
I'm
ass,
gonna
dude.
come.
Yeah, if you guys were meeting in the middle of the day, I could do it. I can't meet at night though. I got the kid.
bring
Yeah,
the kid with you.
no.
Ben? No, you're talking dumb shit. You don't understand. You can't do that.
You gotta meet. He's gotta meet his godparents.
He's Well, no, I was gonna say she hasn't met Jason, but she's met IRC people though. The baby has in California.
That's actually scary.
Well,
She's.
like Dale. She met Dale. Dale's a good
Oh,
person.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing against Mr. Matt or nothing against Jason, but like, fuck that shit. I'm not taking a baby to a New York City bar at 7 o'clock at night
What?
and then riding a goddamn train back.
Wow.
That's retarded.
Shit.
That's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Where's the adventure in you?
But I will see Mr. Met next month. I already sent him his ticket. Well, that's like 2 weeks. Holy
Jim,
shit.
Yeah.
Jim.
We're going to go see Ben. Do you know who Bill Burr is?
Just for full disclosure, that for the people listening,
He's not listening.
is that me and Jim have yet to meet in real life, but yeah, he's meeting all these motherfuckers here. But
I've already met everybody else. You never went to tournaments. I met everybody that went to tournaments.
I was ready to move in. I was ready.
We had
to
the skillet
move
towards
in.
you. We had the bucket waiting for you outside.
Yeah, I know. As long as I don't knock that motherfucker over, I am good.
I mean, that's on you. If you knock it over, that's something you have to deal with.
You know, yeah, you're right. I mean, you know what? If I get put into a wheelchair, I'm making a beeline.
We'll take care of you.
I'm making
That
a bee. I'm gonna make
we'll
a
take care
beeline for your house. Yeah, that's right. You're
No,
gonna
no.
have to.
Before you even said that, I said we take care of you, and then
Okay,
you
good.
threatened me.
No, okay.
That's
All right.
fucked up.
All right. but you're gonna have to clean my bed sores.
I'm not doing that.
Well, somebody's
I
got to clean
will
my
I
bed
will
sores.
hire like DFL to do that. That's it.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it's got to get clean, right? I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Anyway, so on the topic of gaming still, I wanted to get your opinion on this, okay?
Okay.
Think of the equivalent of Evo
Uh-huh.
for FIFA esports.
Okay.
This guy comes in second place last year.
Okay.
The new game comes out
Uh-huh.
for the following year, the new season,
Mhm.
whatever. And he criticizes the shit out of it. And he
Mhm.
says this game is trash, and he explains why, and it's all logical.
Mm-hmm.
EA banned him today from all events
On what basis?
because you can't criticize the game.
The fuck?
I swear to God, you cannot make this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the. I'll show
You guys listening to this?
Yeah. So no, I genuinely, even though I know that 99.9% of people don't give a fuck about FIFA, but this is way bigger than FIFA because it's like this is a professional, top 2 in the world. Imagine the number 2 person in Evo getting banned because he spoke his mind out about the game. But you know what? I love this guy because he says, I'm not going to apologize and I'm not going to back down. Their game is trash. And if I have to sacrifice myself, it is what it is because we all need this for the future. And he's fucking right. It's just crazy because he's costing himself. He won like $300,000 in his last tournament. God knows how much money this is going to cost him. And he's still just taking the high road. Do you think it's right that a publisher should be able to do that and then mask their reasoning for banning somebody? They're like, oh, he's attacking people.
Who the fuck is running that company?
Well, billionaires, clearly. It's EA. Mr. Matt, are you familiar with this guy?
Who is this?
Kurt, the guy who remember in the last major tournament when they were interviewing him on the live stream, and he was just like, he's like, this game's shit. Like, you're all a bunch of faggots.
Oh, yeah,
And I was like, oh my God, you can't say that.
Oh my god. Okay.
It was really bad. But I don't know, man.
My time with competitive FIFA is over, regardless of what happens. But I obviously won't let them get away with this. I'll be seeking legal. But okay. Well, I don't know how far that's gonna go.
He's not gonna get shit. He's fucked. He's done. But he made, I think, $300,000 just in the last tournament he played, and now he's disqualified from even competing this year. Like, how crazy is that? And if you could see what he did, all he did was just shit on the game.
I have been banned for 2 months for launching personal attacks on people.
Yeah, he put those in quotes because all he said was the EA devs are incompetent. Because they are. He's just the only professional to have the balls to say it. Everybody else is yes men. And what's really bad is he's made videos in the past making fun of other yes men pro players, and even they have come out in his defense today saying like, oh, come on, you got to be kidding me. You guys are actually going to ban this guy for this? Like, he doesn't deserve that. He's a good guy. It's just, banter. It's just shit talk. But they actually banned him for it. So, like, this is setting a bad precedent. Like, imagine if this was a Street Fighter tournament.
Right.
And somebody that was a top 2 player, somebody that good. Like, imagine Tokido comes out and it was just like, yo, this game is fucking trash. This is what's wrong with it. And then describes it in detail. And then they ban him. Dude, this is not a good look because they actually pay out more than what Capcom is paying out for the Street Fighter people. That's why this is an important thing to look at, in my opinion.
I have no words. I've never seen anything like this. And You're right. It is a dangerous precedent being set that you can be banned simply for expressing your views. that's contrary to the public image of the company. So therefore, the company bans you. See, the thing I like, see something like this. Now, if you work for EA, that's different, but you don't. And I honestly,
Well, let me play devil's advocate because I can give you more information about EA and in this specific game and the people that they do hire on contract as far as like their spokespeople. They've endorsed people that have called their subscribers faggots
mm,
with screenshots proven, and they still let them promote the game. That's okay. That's fine. Their relationship is not broken off. They
mm,
even let a white dude yell at his black player the N word,
ew,
and they still sponsor him and endorse him to represent the game from Canada. But this is where it's too far. When this guy personally attacks the devs for saying they're incompetent because the game sucks. That's where my problem is. Because it's like you guys, you're just going to ignore all of the actual toxic bullshit that's going on in this community and the fact that your gameplay is shit, but you're going to attack the one guy who has the balls to call it out. That is he's a top.
eesh. I have no words. That is incredible. That is incredible. I've never heard anything like this. For you guys, I'm still doing the screen sharing. I'm like, you guys can read this, and I honestly can't believe there's going to be a lot of blowback for this once the word spreads, and considering how popular FIFA is, they're going to get a lot of blowback because if what if you're the number three best FIFA player in the country and you don't like the game? Now you'd be like, well, let me keep my trap shut because I don't want to. I mean, but no one wants to. I mean, that's obviously not gonna. That's not gonna fly. I really can't believe that that someone. Yeah, it's so petty, and it just shows it just reflects the nature of the people running that company. That is one misstep after the other, where it's about loot boxes or what have. I mean, it's just that they're just completely just tone deaf to the community. At this point they make Capcom look godly in comparison. Wow, wow, wow. Um, by the way, speaking of things that make you go, wow, I showed Jim a video about 3 nights ago. I've shown other people, and I'm gonna tell you, I have never, ever, ever, ever seen um what um what I am about to show you. So let me see if I can find the link. And uh-oh, Jim. Uh-oh. Okay, I just make sure I'm still. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I lost Jim. So let me try to get back on here. Um. Wow. Oh, okay. There we go.
All right, cool.
I have no idea what happened there.
No, no worries, no worries. I was just kind of rambling, anyways.
Um. So what was the last thing you heard me say?
You were silent that whole time. I was just kind of talking.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I was just gonna say that in other news that things that make you go wow. I showed you a video a few nights ago. That
Oh, the shoot video.
yes. Okay. I have shown this to my coworkers. I even shown it to a customer who has friend who have friends in law enforcement, and I asked if they've ever seen. I said not friends, relatives in law enforcement, and I've asked them if they've ever seen anything like this, and they said no. Um, so let me hold on, no, hold on, no, that's not it. Okay, so let me set the stage. Michael Vance, if you haven't heard of his name, I didn't either until this video. Michael Vance is on the run from the law. He has killed two of his relatives and shot seven police officers. So the first thing you're looking at my screen right now. What you see in the upper left hand corner is the night vision helicopter view. In the upper right hand corner, and in the other two are just various dash cams from cop cars. I want first of all, let me just they set up a roadblock, right? And this is what, of course, you even though if you're looking at this in real time, the video is going to be choppy. Just listen to the audio because the audio tells the whole story. So they got this roadblock set up. Listen to this. Just listen to it as he comes flying by. Yeah, that was the police shooting at him. All right, so I'm like, damn. I would tell you that okay, this is the end. Oh, okay, good video. Oh, we're not done yet. So I'm gonna fast forward. Hey, the dude, the trooper in the upper right hand screen. Okay, and he's driving, chasing after the truck for Mike that Michael Vance is driving, and he's just he's chasing for a good man. He catches up with him. He's maybe less than 10 feet away from him. So, so that's him on the radio. He's like, "I'm going to take the shot. I'm going to take the shot." I'm like, "What is he talking about?" As you can see, he just some casually pulls out this big ass rifle, M16. I don't know what it is. He is shooting through the goddamn windshield of his car. I am just amazed. And he's hitting the mark. Because in the night vision in the upper left hand corner, you can see the back of the windshield getting busted out. So I mean, and he takes like 25 shots. Anyway, I'm gonna just fast forward because eventually he nails the truck and the truck comes to a stop. All right, so I'm thinking, okay, this is over.
No.
Nah, no. He's shooting back. Those gunshots is the perpetrator shooting. He's in front of his truck. The truck is rolling back. I don't know if you got to put it in park. He's in front of the truck shooting at the police officers. That's the police shooting at him. So he's in front of the truck. Yeah, he's shooting back now. Okay, what you just heard there, that was not the suspect. That was the police. I don't even. Jim, what gun was that?
I don't fucking know. That
Was
sounds
that?
like a semi-automatic.
Yeah, I'm like, the hell, the hell.
We need our gun expert, Jason.
Yeah, dude, because
that is not normal.
No. You don't hear the police go, stop, freeze, put the gun down, sheriff's department, none of that. All you heard was gunfire.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That was some wild, wild west shit right there. And then you hear boom, boom, boom. Oh, by the way, so he's on the ground. So actually, after that, he's on the ground. Listen to this. He's on the ground now. They got him. Listen to this. He's done. They're still shooting him. Reloading?
You gotta make sure.
That's like a solid mini like a solid minute. They lit him up. They made Swiss cheese out of him after he hit the ground. Oh my goodness. Okay. Uh, you guys can see it if you want to see it for yourself.
Yeah, click the link.
Click
Just
click the link.
know that it's as bad as he's making it sound. He's not exaggerating.
All right, Jim. What's up next?
Fuck, man, like that one really fucked with me because we were just chilling the other night and we were talking and you linked me that. Oof,
I've never seen a trooper drive. Wait a minute. 80 miles an hour down the road with his knees and takes out a rifle and just shoots to the damn windshield 20 to 30 rounds.
Yeah, that's
That's
something.
not normal.
No, no.
I
Pretty
mean,
sure you get fired for that shit.
I mean, and it's obvious that this trooper probably served um, in the military. I cannot imagine that this is somebody who just went to just some police academy training. It he I guess the part that kind of messes with my head about this is that he so casually he just reaches in the back seat. Yeah, I got something for you.
Not a big problem. Yeah. Jesus Christ. That's
Okay.
all right. So
Like I said, that one threw me for a loop.
we could
And
just transition. You know, we can talk about you want to talk about sports for a second?
sure,
Mr. Matt, what do you think about the Red Sox going to the World Series?
they're going to the World
Uh,
Series. Oh God, why the Red Sox?
I mean, to be fair, all right,
let's
let's
just
just clear the air. Let's clear the
seriously.
air real quick before Mr. Matt answers. Both of us fucking hate Bombston. That place is a shithole. Fuck them. Fucking hate Boston. Fucking hate that place. But Houston got caught cheating in this series, doing basically like a New England Patriots with the cameras to try and cheat, steal signs, and they got no punishment. So I don't feel bad that they lost. As weird as that sounds, I was kind of
Oh,
happy
Houston's
Boston
out.
won. Oh yeah, they're knocked the fuck out. Fuck them. Fuck the Astros. They're out. So it's gonna be Boston versus either the Dodgers or the Brewers. So they have a game 7 tomorrow for Dodgers versus Brewers. But Mr. Matt, what do you think about it?
About the Sox.
No, like about just like in general, like how the postseason has gone.
I hope LA wins. It's gonna
Wow.
be funny.
What happened? What happened to Houston
It'd
though?
be
Looks
funny
like
to hear Bill Burr talk about the Sox versus Dodgers. It's gonna be sick.
so. What happened to the? But I do kind of want to know what happened to the Astros because they won 3-0 in the divisional round and then
I mean, that's the thing about baseball.
Oh,
In any one series, you could have the best record of all time regular season, and then in a 7-game series, you can lose. But
also, by the time
they played Cleveland.
by the time we see Burr, it's gonna be the end of the World Series, so
Oh
we get to
fuck yeah!
hear
Oh,
him
we might
talk
get some
about that
true
shit.
gold. We might get yo. You don't even understand. We might get the true gold of Bill Burr angry as fuck that the Red Sox just lost the World
Oh
Series.
my god. To the
I
Dodgers.
yeah, we need the Dodgers to win.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Have they
it's
ever
literally
faced
right
each
after.
other in the World Series before?
Of course.
Um,
Both.
no,
The Dodgers have.
no, no, no.
Okay.
The Dodgers had never played the Red Sox in the World Series. When does
When
that
they
happen?
play the
I,
Red Sox? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's never happened.
that's never happened. Okay.
No. So this will be the
Was it
first
that the
time.
Dodgers faced the Yankees in the World Series before?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes, several times.
Okay, so that's what I.
But the Red Sox were always just, a garbage can city and a garbage can team as far as like baseball goes. So
I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of baseball, but I just remember that one year, and this has probably been 20 years ago now because I'm old. But there was one time where the Yankees were down to one out, and they were up like 3 games. It was like 3-0, and then
yeah, it
the
was
Red Sox.
2004, and then the Red Sox won that game, and then they won the next 3 games and did a reverse OCV,
Yep.
and then ended up winning the World Series. And the Yankees were like, "What the fuck?"
Man, I've seen some crushing losses, but that's got to be
Yeah, that
up
was
Nah,
there.
no, I think the most crushing Yankee loss wasn't even that one. I think it was when after 9/11 happened.
oh yeah.
And then they got to the World Series that same year after all that shit and all the emotions, and they lost in the most bullshit, cheap way I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like they weren't like legitimately like beaten bad. They lost to a bullshit, cheap swing.
Damn, damn. Okay, okay. Since we're talking about sports, I, I don't have anything to offer you for baseball, but you probably have a little bit more to offer. I just want to say, did you? You probably didn't, but I'll ask anyway. Did you by chance watch the Chiefs versus the Patriots?
No,
Okay, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
heard a funny story about it though.
What's the funny story?
Well, Bill Burr told us a funny story about it on how the Patriots. I could tell you how the game went. Apparently, the Patriots jumped out in front, and the Chiefs fans were all pissed off. And then they started to come back, and then the Patriots started to get pass interference calls, and the Chiefs fans were saying, "Oh, the refs are rigged." And then they barely held on to win in a game that had 83 points, something like that
Yeah,
total.
yeah.
Yeah, the over was easy money on that one. I mean, what else is there to know about it?
I just wanted to say that I've watched a lot of NFL football, and I'm just saying that I'm on the Patrick Mahomes bandwagon. That dude, even in that loss, that dude
Nah,
is
he
the
can
truth.
play.
That dude knows. That dude is it's just something special. There is that dude has the it factor. And my gosh, if they only had the semblance of a defense, but they're actually getting to their defensive starters back, which will help. But if they had just a good defense, oh my gosh, there'd be a shoe in for Super Bowl trophy. But anyway, um,
Well, you know who else is like that? The quarterback. His name is escaping me right now, but the guy from the Bears.
Trubisky.
Yeah, he's not as good as him, but he's still having a really good year.
Yeah, he surprised me because last year he was a train wreck,
Yeah,
and
it's nuts. And now all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I know how to do it. It's easy."
now it's just not. And guess what? The Patriots, who the Patriots face the Bears.
The Bears. I
The
actually like the
Bears.
Bears in that matchup.
I think actually yes. I'm
Well,
just.
with the points, obviously.
By the way, if I'm so sorry if you're an Oakland fan and you
I'm
realize
not.
that they made the dumbest decision ever by letting Khalil Mack go. I just let you know that yeah, no, I understand. I understand your pain. All right. All right. So what else we got?
I don't know, Mr. Matt. What you got?
Um,
He did link me a few things. I just forgot.
did you hear about that? You probably did. So these bunch of academics, I guess, they, was it like over the course of like a year or something, they submitted fake peer-reviewed journals, and
Oh
these
yeah,
are
I
all
know
like
what you're talking about. Well, hold on a second, Ben. You're getting he's reverbing right on, or yeah, both of us are echoing from your mic.
Really?
So something is up with that because I'm hearing myself and I'm
Did,
also hearing Mr. Met
did
echoing.
did it just start?
No, it's been like that since a little bit ago, but normally me and you have been the only ones talking, and we've been doing a good job of not talking over each other. Now I
Okay.
can really hear it though.
Okay. Hold on for. Um. How about now?
Okay, Mr. Matt, talk.
okay. Is it good?
Well, I heard myself laugh there, so
No good.
whatever. Yeah, who cares? Let's go.
How about now? Testing.
I don't know. Is it?
Testing. Testing.
Test. Do you hear myself twice, Mr. Matt?
I think, yeah, I hear myself echoing. I don't hear you echoing though.
That's weird. I hear everybody echoing.
It's just um.
RP
It's just.
threes.
Let me just disconnect and then I'll
Yeah,
reconnect.
let's do a 3, 2, 1. Everybody leaves, and then we come back. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Leave. Is that it? Is this it?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Is that okay?
Yeah. I don't know
Is
how the fuck that fixed it, but it
okay.
fixed it.
Sometimes restarting work.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's go. Cool.
Okay.
Alright, so in a year, three scholars managed to get 7 papers accepted into the top journals. I guess peer-reviewed journals.
Hmm.
Okay, so these are actual papers they submitted. So one paper they advocated white males from advocate to stop white males from speaking in class because it encourages teachers to institute a form of experiment ex, experiential reparation by making the white students sit on the ground bound in chains.
What?
Bound in chains.
What?
What?
There's another one. There's a paper that labels men who masturbate while thinking about a woman without gaining her prior consent as perpetrators of sexual violence. There's another one.
Okay. By the way, Jim, I just saw your link. Ban convicted sex predators from furry conventions. Oh, oh, the irony. Oh,
Yeah.
the
Yeah. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
the irony. Oh, the irony.
Do you remember the furry they used to go to like almost every major?
Yeah.
Some kind of like Mad Catz furry. Some that
Yeah.
shit
I
was
know what you're
so
talking about.
fucking annoying.
And
Oh
that's
my god.
fine, dude, because he's never been convicted of shit.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
okay.
That's true.
I mean, like, after all these years, we would have heard about it by now.
Oh, you should read this one, Bunk. I'm gonna link it in the. show suggestions
Look at the general.
in general. Okay.
Yeah. General is where we should link everything. Our struggle is my struggle.
What
Solidarity, feminism is an intersectional reply to neoliberal and choice feminism?
can you translate this bullshit here?
What?
This paper is
What?
rewrote Mein Kampf. You know the Adolf Hitler book, but instead of
Oh,
like against Jews and shit, they made it like a feminist propaganda book. It was literally
Okay.
word for word, but it's just against like the male cis
Patriarchy.
whatever patriarchy and
so
shit.
it's plagiarized from a book written by Hitler.
Yeah, and then it got accepted into the top peer-reviewed scholarly journals.
But
Wow,
if Hitler's family was to sue, would they win?
that's a good question.
I mean,
That's a
it
good
sounds
question.
ridiculous,
Actually,
but is it?
I think that's a actually you
I would.
know.
I'd be like, hey, look, my dad had nothing to do with this. It's like, what the fuck?
Hey, I'm Jack Hitler, and I am the grandson of
Well,
Adolf.
we should call Visor. He could answer that from
Yeah,
first hand perspective.
That's a, that's a good idea. That's a good
Man,
idea.
I wish he was on here. There's a few people I do
Yeah.
miss from IRC. I miss Raldo. I hate him because he's a cunt. But I wish he was. I wish he was on the Discord.
Why
But
why doesn't he come on the Discord?
because he's a dumb fucking idiot.
he doesn't use Discord or something.
Yeah, he's one of those. He's I won't use. I'm in fucking 5 years old.
Oh my god.
That is a goddamn. I'm not gonna even get into it. But yeah, he should be on here. He's cool. He posts funny shit. And where's Coop? I want to hear the Mr. Met versus Coop debate.
If he actually comes,
Yeah,
what
I'm not even kidding. I genuinely want to hear that debate. I think it would be.
I wanted to be like, wow, I'm sorry, I didn't know you lived like 6 hours. I was like, fuck.
I got him. Okay. We got tagging. Anyway,
Also
so
about this scholarly fake journals, it's a bigger point because like people point to these as like real evidence of like the highest, what was it, the echelon of like scholarly anything, like evidence based, research based, peer reviewed, but they still get fucking tricked.
yeah.
Which means
It
that no
just
one is checking nothing.
and then people like New York Times, CNN, blah 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 blah. Let's just believe everything they fucking write. And then the fucking peer reviewed journals can get tricked because it has like pro feminist or whatever propaganda is fucking retarded.
Um, let's. By the way, so are either you gonna watch the? I've already watched one episode, but are you guys gonna watch Daredevil?
No.
Why not? It's great.
Did you hear about Luke Cage?
What what about it?
It got canceled.
Yeah, dude. You didn't hear that?
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
a
got
hate
canceled.
crime.
It's trending on
You
Twitter
know
right
what?
now.
This is
We need apps. Where
my
is apps?
God. Ever since Trump got in office, I knew this shit was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Ever since Trump got in office, I knew Luke Cage was in trouble.
Well, if it makes you feel better, the Roseanne spinoff that aired last night is
Yeah, it's
also getting
canceled. Yeah.
fucking canceled.
Is it?
Oh, dude, the execs say that the second episode is already going to be the last episode.
But you know what? In the comics, there is the Power Man and Iron Fist. That's a very popular.
People
People
have
don't
like
care, dude.
people have a slight hope that like
Yeah.
they're gonna bring it back for the Disney whatever TV or some shit.
Mm.
they're gonna have coming out, but I doubt it.
Wow. Black people set back 50 years with these news.
Yeah, well, I thought black people were set back 50 years from Kanye talking to Trump. That's what I learned last week. I'm very confused.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, anytime that Kanye opens his mouth, black people get set back.
Yeah, I mean,
You
at
still
least
have
he's not as bad as that one guy. I want to ask you a question, Ben. Okay,
mhm,
kind of, it's on topic, but it's not.
mhm.
What is up with every young rapper having horrible face tattoos? Why is that a thing? Are we that old?
Yeah,
do you know
I
famous
didn't. I didn't want
rappers?
to. I didn't want to say it. That that you're just an old fogey, and so am I.
Yeah, no, I'm an old piece of shit, just like you. But like,
As
what the fuck? And then rainbow hair? Like, are we not from a time where if you did that and you tried to call yourself a rapper, you would actually be shot and killed in real life?
okay, okay. This is the era where a couple of years ago, Will Smith's son was wearing
Will
a
Smith has
skirt.
no son.
Yeah, yeah. I can see your point there. Will Smith's quote unquote son was wearing a skirt. Actually, he's not the only one. There was another rapper wearing a skirt, and it's the end thing now. Wearing skirts, niggas wearing skirts.
Oh,
I think the line goes skeet 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 skeet, not skirt 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 skirt. That is called pause for emphasis.
I know. I was waiting.
Um, I don't know, man. I don't have anything
You
for
saw Black Lightning.
okay.
What?
You, okay, I watched that. I watched 2 episodes of that. I okay. It's like the budget for that show is about $200. I'm like the shit. I'm like, what the shit is this? I mean, I did they like take a payday loan out to produce this shit? It's so corny. The everything is corny. Not it's not just the effects and whatnot, but the 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 lines, all of it, corny as all get out. It's all bad. I mean, I almost would rather listen to this infamous Skeletor G than to watch
No,
that shit.
no, no, no.
Yes,
We have
Jim.
given that too much reference.
Jim. Yes,
We need to give Bill Mayor his shine.
uh,
You know, I talk for Bill Mayor.
by the way, yeah,
I did. I talked to him yesterday, and I sent him the link of himself talking, and
what
he was very ashamed of himself.
what?
He was.
He
He was very
shouldn't
ashamed.
be. He shouldn't be.
Well, no, I mean, I got a good laugh out of it, but he was like, "How many people heard that?" And I was like, "I don't know, maybe like
Just tell him that
3,000."
that we only have 23,000 subscribers.
Well, no, but I was like, maybe it was 3,000 people because at the time, maybe that's for real. Like,
Something
I
tells
was
me
trying to
that
tell him.
didn't.
He's like, oh, it was only people. He's like, is my real name out there? And I was like, no. And he says, oh well, I guess it's not so bad. Then I'm like, yeah, it's not so bad. And he's just like, but what if somebody recognizes my voice? And I'm like, well, then they're gonna know how you really feel about certain shit because you're a douchebag.
Wow.
And and it's not even like hate on Bill. Like I'm a douchebag too. I don't hide it. It's not like a judgmental thing. It's just Billy was very overt. Mr. Matt knows. He was very overt person. He said very over the top things. Do you remember what he said to Spooky? Do you remember that's the last time Spooky ever came on? He never came on after that. He got him to retire. That's how mean he was.
I can't believe
Oh no,
it. I'm
please.
sorry.
Yeah, but Bill from Air he's an interesting human. You know what's really funny about the Bill from Air incidents? Like that was holy fuck. Bro, that was like 9 years ago. How weird is that?
Huh?
I'm saying like that whole thing happened 9 years ago. It's really strange. Just the concept
You
of
really
time.
are trying to make me feel old. Or
I feel old as shit. I've been having weird thoughts about existentialism and how, this is all pretty much pointless.
It's almost fucking Trump's second term. I mean, come on, man. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
we're actually getting there. Yeah, for real. All bullshit aside. Mr. Met's not wrong. We're gonna get there quick. And then what the fuck are we gonna deal with in 8 years of a Democrat after that? And then in 8 years of a Republican after that, assuming we don't just get bombed as a planet and World War III happens.
I
It's all
think that
cyclical.
people would rather take World War III than to continue on with what we're going on now. Bring on the
Yeah, because
war.
they're fucking idiots. And these are also the same people that if a war actually happened, they wouldn't know what the fuck to do with themselves. They just talk shit. This generation is just a bunch of shit talkers that don't actually back anything up.
I just like, yeah, that's true. People like, well, fuck you, come on, and then they wind up on their doorstep. Hey, ding dong.
Did you see that video
Oh,
I linked last night from Portland where they were having a rally? Or not a rally, but it's a protest because it's Portland. It happens all the time apparently. And this guy's harassing the shit out of this older woman, and she says to him, "My husband died in 9/11," and the guy says, "Good," right back to her face, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
oh my.
So here's the other kicker of it: the media in Portland, they didn't chase down the guy that did that; they chased down the girl, and they were like, "We cannot confirm or deny whether or not that actually happened to her or she was related to somebody that died there." They didn't chase down the scumbag that did that shit. So I'll post it in the general. Just watch the video; it's quick. You can play it on a stream. It'll translate pretty well from the backup story I gave.
Okay, let's see. Links are Spoopy. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Let's.
Fucking trying to walk here.
I obey traffic signals.
You're a fucking snarky little fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up.
Try something, bitch.
I'm not. I'm not gonna punch you. I'm not like your husband. I'm not gonna punch you.
I'm not worried.
I'm not like your boyfriend or your top boyfriend who's gonna fucking knock you out. So don't worry.
My husband died in 9/11.
Good for him. Good. Good. Those NYPD were a bunch of fucking sodomizing immigrants with their bully sticks. So yeah, your husband probably fucking should rot in the grave.
Have people lost their fucking minds?
Yep. I mean, you would hear that and think it has to be satire, right? Right. You would think that's like a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
That's ridiculous.
the best. In a way, I wish this is like a setup or some kind.
But it's not. Because the mainstream news in Portland actually went on to chase the other woman. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, they didn't do anything about the actual
Wow.
the guy. They went after the girl.
That's despicable. Plain and simple.
The woman in this Portland protest video tells a foul-mouthed activist that she's a 9/11 widow. We found her. New York cops and others associated cannot confirm she was indeed married to a September 11th victim.
So
Public records do not look good for her claim either. And so that's where they were running with this. I will post that link as well.
which is completely besides the point and doesn't even
Exactly. Like the way that guy can oh my God, it's so infuriating. How can you conduct yourself in that kind of manner?
Sorry, that page does not exist.
Oh, that's no way. Oh no, it works for me. If I click the direct link, it works. But no, like how nuts is this, dude? Like what kind of world are we in?
Wow. There's no sense of decency, no sense of empathy, no, just we're just humanity. What's that? I honestly, I'm disgusted, to be honest with you.
Well, that's apparently the Pacific Northwest is one of the worst places right now when it comes to this kind of stuff. Seattle has this happening. People in Seattle,
Yeah,
in the news that I read, are all talking about how they need to get the fuck out of there.
Oh, you know
Portland.
what? You know what? That brings me to thank you, Jim, because that does bring me to um a great segue. So,
Okay.
let me see. See, you're supposed to be able. I for the last few nights, I've been listening to I'm not listening, been watching uh videos, cop videos, usually in shootings of some sort, because I mean it's just so I've been watching a whole bunch of videos. Um so I'm sorry. This is why, this is why people have producers. I'm trying to find um let me see if this is it. Give me 1 second. Border security. Oh, by the way, so let's talk about this while I'm looking for it. What is the point of this whole quote unquote investigation into what happened to this journalist? You're going to ask the Saudis to investigate
So
themselves.
Kashinagi thing.
Yeah, I'm like, you're going to ask them to investigate themselves.
Well, you know what? What was a good take on that? Sam Harris just had a Matt Taibbi. Have you heard of him before? Bunk?
Who?
Is that a name? Matt Taibbi. Yeah, Matt Taibbi. He's like a investigative journalist.
Mm-hmm.
He does a lot of like really good pieces for. He actually goes to like Middle East or like Africa and stuff like that. He does like first-hand reporting and stuff. And then Sam Harris brought up that Kashinagi thing, and he was asking like, "Oh, you trying to kind of made it sound like maybe because it was Trump or something that it kind of happened." And then Matt is like, "Come on, reporters have been getting killed constantly over throughout history. They're like one of the most common people who get killed,
Of
and
course.
like
I
especially dissident regimes like Saudi Arabia."
Right. I guess the whole point of it. I mean, I don't
So
understand the whole point of
yeah,
this is just that why are you going to really ask the
it's
Saudis to
because
investigate themselves? I mean, what would be the point of
it's
that?
because it's Trump. It's because like it's like a really sexy story. This guy, he goes to Turkey. He's like a Saudi dissident, and then he ends up getting dismembered and all of that.
I guess I didn't hear the answer why, but why did he go there in the first place?
I have no idea.
I'm like, wouldn't
No idea.
I'm like considering what he said about how they try to silence,
Yeah,
dissenters and the detractors, I would have kept my ass over here in the United States on under no circumstances.
exactly. Like,
So
why
I
would
mean,
you
but
go to the Middle East at all? Even Europe. You
yeah.
should have like stayed out of that whole hemisphere.
Oh, okay. So I want to show two sides of a coin. So as I said before, I was watching a video, a lot of cop videos of shootings, and um I found a Philando Castile video. And this is the man that was shot to death in Minneapolis. And I kind of want to show you two sides of the coin. Listen to, I mean, again, I mean, I'm going to actually just fast forward to the part. Listen to this cop, and then I want you guys to comment on what do you think. What do you think was what do you think of this? I mean, because you really don't need to see the video. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so here we go.
Don't pull it out.
Okay,
Okay. Fire.
so this is when he tells them that he has a firearm.
I have to tell you, I do have a firearm on me. Don't reach for it then. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out. Don't move. Oh man, I can't. Don't move. Don't move. Oh my God, I'm shaking. Don't move. Don't move, baby. Code 3. Get the baby girl out of here. Don't move, baby.
Okay, I'll stop it there. What do you guys think when you listen to that audio? Because I think the video is actually, I mean, it really doesn't add anything to the audio. Is all what is really more important than what the video is showing. What do you
It's
think?
stressful.
Yeah.
I mean, I can literally feel the stress of everything when I listen to that. That's the best way I can describe it.
All right. So as I said, um, there's two sides of the same coin. So I'm gonna play you. I listen to talk radio because I don't know what they play nowadays, but it ain't music. So I don't. So I listen to talk
Mumble rap.
radio, and they had a segment about toy guns, how they gonna look like the real thing, and it was, and it featured a
Well,
cop. I just
speaking of police shootings, you really go through like Glenn Lowry videos. He has a really good discussions over like with John, and he's had a bunch of other people talk about police shooting stats. It's just really good.
all right. Actually, I'm gonna listen more of his shows. All right.
Yeah,
So
you
give me
really
one.
should. Glenn
Hi,
is the
it's
shit.
Colleen O'Brien.
Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna fast forward to the part where they talk about the toy guns because it feeds into what I'm about the point I'm about to make here.
Okay.
Gang members, I better call the cops.
Well, in the neighborhood that I live in, I know most of the kids.
Yeah.
By sight, and so if I see them, I have a pretty good idea probably that it's an airsoft gun. So that's my first assumption. I don't call the police one way or the other. But then again, I live in in an area where we don't have.
So is that
any
the problem
huge
here?
gang
This
problem.
woman called the police without checking it out.
No, because in this day and age, if you see anybody walking with a gun that's visible, I mean, that's just and the parents need to be telling their kids, you can't do that because someone who does not know you is
Actually, that's a great point and another discussion. But
Real, bro.
Okay.
Do you think? Listen.
Oh, this
cop is.
So basically, I'm gonna set this up. So there was an 11-year-old kid that had a toy gun. And he pulled it out in front of this officer. Of course, the officer doesn't know. So listen to this. I just want you guys to listen to this.
Is ticked off. So he lectures the kids right after the gun drops.
This is getting kids killed all over the country. Because you know where I was at? I'm driving with my friend, okay?
Yes, sir.
And we're talking, and then all of a sudden a gun run comes in. So we're driving down the road, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And they call in and they say there's two young male blacks, one with all red pants and a blue sweatshirt, and one wearing red and black. They look really young and they just flashed a gun. Okay? Do you think, listen, here's the deal. Okay? You had to show somebody because how the hell do they know you had it?
I ain't showing them, but I know I was just holding it like running like this.
Okay, you can't do that, dude. In today's world, listen,
Yes.
that thing looks real, bro.
I'm so sorry.
You should be sorry and you should be scared.
Yes, sir.
If that was a different cop, bro, he could. And you pulled it out. You should just. I got it right here.
No, I didn't want to shoot out here.
I know you didn't want me to shoot. You think how old are you, boy?
11 years old.
How old are you, young man?
18.
Do you think I want to shoot an 11-year-old? Do you think I want to shoot a 13-year-old? Do I honestly look like the type of dude that wants to shoot anybody? But do I look like the type of dude that will shoot somebody?
Yes, sir.
All right. I pride myself being a pretty bad hombre, right?
Yes, sir.
Because I gotta be.
Yes, sir.
Don't make me.
So I'm curious. So in your neighborhood, you see two kids walking with a.
And then it goes back to the conversation I just played. The reason why I played these two back to back is because for the Philando Castile case, the cop panicked, pure and simple. He panicked and he shot that dude to death. This cop did not. And although the situations are different, but this is where I think why it's just really hard for police officers to do, because actually it does not matter what color they are. If I'm from Pagedale, which is adjacent to Ferguson, Missouri, where Michael Brown and all that started. Ferguson, before that whole incident went down, it was already people will tell you this was boiling for years, because back in the 70s and 80s, Ferguson was mostly white. Then in the late 80s into 90s and then to present day, it's mostly black. However, the city council still remain totally white, and the police force is 98% white. So my point is that if you're a police officer in Ferguson and you're seeing the same, and you're dealing with the criminal element, and they all look a certain way, and this is what you deal in, this is what you deal with day in and day out, eventually biases are going to form in your mind. And those biases can influence you when you're making a split decision. Now, some officers realize that, and they have to kind of rein that in. Some officers don't. And I think that my
Well, I
point
mean,
is
yeah.
that this is the two officers. One, because obviously this officer here, he could have shot this 11-year-old. In fact, there's a case from a couple years ago for just the exact same thing. A cop shot a young kid that had a fake gun, a BB gun, or what have you. And I was just saying is that um, that's it's a hard job. I mean, as much as as police officers gets maligned, but it's a hard job. And
Yeah.
and in Seattle here, um, people are realizing it and they're leaving in droves. There's also a pay issue as well. So, since everything's magnified, and since a split second decision can cause you to get not just fired, or going to prison, and unlikely, but you can get sued to death, and basically blackballed from your community, all of that, death
Or
threats,
get shot yourself.
or get shot yourself. Yeah, but I just I would- but I guess that I was just saying that this was a great little piece that they had about toy guns, and This officer should be commended because there are many other officers who probably would have shot that young man.
Also, like there are a lot of these shootings. Like you hear them constantly ever since I guess Trayvon Martin. I guess since then it's been way more publicized. I guess because there's a lot more access to cameras. People have cameras on their phones and all that. But even if it seems like it's happening all the time, like in comparison to how many cops there are, how many cop interactions there are
It's not. It's
every
not
single
happening
day.
all the
Yeah,
time. It's
yeah,
it's just it's just the media's appetite to bring
yeah.
you, shock and awe.
It is a problem. Definitely minorities do get profiled more, but it is kind of like the case of how there are more crimes in the areas where it is more like in the city,
Hmm.
downtown, like poor,
Right. I mean,
and
what do
then
you I
that's
mean?
where the crime is.
Right,
So it's going to be,
more crime there.
yeah,
There's
where
going to
the
be more crime there. I
minorities
mean,
are.
after
So
all, I mean, when you're living in those conditions, the easy road out is to become part of the criminal element. And you're right, and that is a conversation that very rarely gets discussed. Is that the coverage of it is I don't like use the word exaggerating, but that's the closest term. They're exaggerating that this is happening all the time. It makes it seem like that, and it's not. As I said on shows before, your mileage will vary. YMMV. It really, as far as dealing with the police, it really depends on where you live. I am fortunate that my encounters with the police have been fine here in Seattle. Um,
Yeah.
and I haven't had any issues. But but living in Pagedale, my father taught me never to drive through Ferguson. And
mm,
actually, we did actually it was the another subdivision adjacent to Ferguson. It was when I first got my Camaro, my first car. Rest me red, and we got pulled over. The guy said that the police officer said that uh, my temp tags were crooked and he couldn't read the last letter or number. And then we got to the car wash. We was washing the car. Guy comes out and he goes, "Hey man, just letting you know there's some cops across the street. They're kind of watching you guys, casing your joint." Me and my father got the wheel. He's like, "Okay, it's time to go." You know, but I am not one of those people that is blind to the fact that the city, the state, the country is still better off with police officers than without. Because there's a lot of people who believe that there shouldn't be any police officers, and throwing the baby out with the bathwater. And even if even if those people can defend themselves, not everybody can. And so it ain't us is if the criminal element ever got wind that there is no police being in any particular populated area, that's not going to be good. Period. End of story. Jim, Jim, Jim. Did we lose Jim? He's dead, Jim. Jim, he's dead. Matt, Mr. Matt. Okay. I am flying this ship. Oh no, not again. I'm sorry. It's Discord is acting up again. I am so sorry, folks. Hello? I have no idea what's going on. I've never had an issue with using Discord until tonight. I'm not sure if it's me, or if it's a Discord server, or I just don't know. But it's okay. It's not
Where
working.
things are going to get interesting. And I think we talked about this. I
Oh,
don't know if it was the last one,
I'm
but
back.
maybe the one before it. But I
Jim, Jim.
marginalized or whatever you want to call it based on the fact that they're this minority or that in this religion or that, where we're going to have to come to an agreement on, okay, these new universal rules. So I'm interested to see where we go with that and what is accepted as the universal.
Jim, I'm
It
afraid to
really
tell.
does fascinate the shit out of me, dude.
I'm afraid to tell you that I heard nothing. I got disconnected from the chat, so I just
That's
tuned in about 10 seconds ago.
Did you
fine.
miss that whole conversation, Bunkai?
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think his
Weird.
internet's giving out.
Um, but I was just gonna say, I was so. Let me just. I'm sorry to do this, Jim, but like, what do you
Anyone?
think?
Yeah.
You there, Jim?
Okay. So if you guys can only hear me, I think that's the end.
Jim? 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 Mr. Man, can you hear me?
Yeah.
The
He's
heck
just
is going?
trolling you.
What the heck is going on? What the fuck is this?
He's just trolling you.
Easy trolling me. Oh,
Yeah.
that's. I'm just I'm
What?
I'm just going to flood his chat with dick pics. I mean,
What?
Jim,
What?
that's okay. I'm gonna get you for this. This is okay.
I didn't even hear what was going on. My Discord said that I wasn't able to speak for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like I didn't hear. I just joined the chat about 45 seconds ago, and you were just finishing your thought. And I'm sorry, but I need you to repeat everything you just said.
About what?
I was just gonna ask you what you think about the topic at hand about the. Uh, uh,
Okay, I'll repeat it one time. I think it's a dangerous precedent. I'm very worried where things are going to go because who is going to decide what opinion is the right opinion? Blah 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 blah. I think we talked about this 2 podcasts ago, but I felt the same way, and it's something I genuinely do think about. It's really, really, really freaky to be like, what's going to be acceptable and what's not going to be acceptable, and what the rules are in like even a year compared to now.
Okay. I'm looking for context because the last time that we were all talking, I was talking about just police officers, just police officiating.
You're just talking about rules and like sometimes we
Oh
do
yeah,
need
yeah,
rules,
yeah.
but
You disconnected, and then me and Mr. Matt were talking, and we were just talking about rules in general
Oh,
and
okay,
how the law in general is going to work.
okay, yeah.
or like how much is too much and blah blah blah.
And I think that's a conversation that we're gonna have this for weeks and years on end between all of us and between everybody in general. That's something that's not going to go away, and I think it's something that needs to be addressed because there's no way of knowing. But I,
Have
I
you
really am just curious to see where the line
have you heard of the NPC meme bunk?
is.
Non-playable character. Me?
Yeah, you probably haven't
No,
ever. Yeah.
no.
So there was like a a study. I don't know how true it is. I heard it was stupid or really bad. It wasn't done well. I don't even know if it's true or not, but like there was like a study saying some people they don't have like an inner voice, like a when you're doing things before you do something, you like think about it, you talk to yourself inside your head or your mind. They're
Yes.
saying like some people they don't have that inner voice, so some people unfortunately they started making like they NPC meme, non-player character memes, calling like liberal people NPCs because they do all the same things, say the same things. They don't really think about it. They just do whatever is politically correct. So they started using like a NPC Photoshop image, like putting like a white face over like every liberal saying they're NPCs, and then Facebook and Twitter they started like censoring all that stuff, saying it was like dehumanizing people.
Yes. Yes. That was the
and
exact word.
and then
They were dehumanizing.
and then what's funny is you see what they call anyone who doesn't think like them Nazis or Russian bots or literally every single like you heard what they said about Kanye just for talking to Trump. Like they say all that shit and then they get mad. They could like ban people for just making fun and then they say all this shit. This is just funny. And I guess it goes with the whole rule thing, like who's making these rules and like
I mean, it's. I mean, it's there's three questions: who's making these rules, who's enforcing these rules, and why the rules keep on changing. And it's just like I'm still, you was talking about earlier how that player got kicked out, can't compete in FIFA. One of the best players in the world, if not the
Yeah.
best player in the world.
He's
Then
up there.
yeah, and then like Alex Jones banned from Twitter. He's banned. In fact, he's banned for every. I think he's banned for almost every form of social media.
Yeah, he's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. He's been banned.
And again, there be people out there making death threats and or calling people the N word or what have you, and their accounts stay open.
They survive. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not new.
I mean, no, it's
It's
not
all about
new,
which
but
it's all about which narrative you fit, and that goes
yeah,
back to we're all agreeing on this point. It's just where is that line where you can say really racist or really grotesque things, but as long as you agree with me, well, not me, but you know what I mean. Me
right,
is in the people that are in charge, then it's not a big deal.
yeah, and that's the
That's where things get dicey.
right. And Jim, and you hit it on the head that you everyone should really wake up and smell the coffee that this is a dangerous situation if you really think about it. Because people's free speech is going the way of the dodo bird. And it's beyond partisan lines, it's beyond politics. It really is just in the fabric of society.
Well, yeah, man, like they're taking his livelihood away. He made like I think $500,000 last year as a career playing a
Mhm.
FIFA game.
did you see where Air Japes bro?
Who? Well, linking,
Air
linking,
Jape.
linking, linking.
What was this
You
guy
find
named
it out.
Kyle?
Kurt.
Kurt?
You find that. I'll just try and put it into better perspective for everybody else that doesn't know. So this guy, oh, it's so ridiculous. He's the only one that called out not only the company, not only the game, but he called out the people that shilled for the game. Can you imagine in a fighting game community if somebody that was a top 2, 3 ranked player overall was just like, oh, this person's a piece of shit, like they're just a shill and they're garbage at the game, and the only reason they're still famous because they show for the game. Because we all know people that do that in that community, but nobody dares touch them. The whole situation is really wild. All right,
Exactly. Clearly, they
let me
decided
read
the
this.
increased value to their esport is being outweighed by his
But
actions
you gotta
outside the
just go
game.
to the top, I guess.
Hold on the Kurt situation, this is a PSA. You are going to be treated. Oh, fuck you! I have a child. I can't yell that. This guy. Okay, this guy. I can't. I fuck you, Mr. Met. Fuck you. Fuck you. I clicked out of it. Because I have nothing positive to say. I have nothing positive to say. This is another. Oh, god damn it. God damn it.
I'm sorry. This is going way over my head.
So the person basically that responded had won a tournament before it became an esport and won $10,000 in a national USA tournament. And now he is garbage at the game. He has complained about the game, but he doesn't do it in the manner that this guy does, as far as, just actually calling out all of the hypocrisy of EA when it comes to who they choose to endorse and who they choose to allow to go to their events and this, that, and the other, like pre-screening, like, the exclusive kind of bullshit that video games do these days. And for him to sit here and shit on this other guy is so far fucking beyond me that I don't even know where to start with it, because he's literally that person only 6 years ago. But there's no money in it then compared to now, if that makes any sense. Like, he sounds like a bitter ex-girlfriend that divorced the guy before he made his billion, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
So he's upset about it, and then he's being a cunt. Like, this is also all this is so stupid. Like, if you play a game competitively, I don't care if it's FIFA, I don't care if it's Street Fighter, I don't care if it's Tekken, I don't care if it's fucking Echo the Dolphin. Who fucking cares? If it's a competitive game, you should be able to criticize the shit out of that game and not have it jeopardize your ability to be a professional at that game. Are we not all on the same page?
And I think that well, if I could play devil's advocate, and meanwhile I am playing devil advocate only for the sake of conversation, not because I actually endorse this companion. Um. So, what would you say to someone that would say, well, participation in a tournament is not a right; it is a privilege, and if you do anything um, that causes those privileges to be revoked, that's EA's prerogative. You don't have a right to participate in a tournament.
Okay, so
Not you understand. I'm not endorsing this opinion. This is oh damn it, we lost him again. Jim, 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 Jim. I can't hear nobody. Can, this is. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I
no,
can hear you.
no, we can't hear you.
This is some bullshit right now. Wait, what's going on?
I don't know. Call
St-
Marvin Gaye.
This is
What's
Illuminati
going
shit.
on? What's going on?
This is Illuminati shit right now. They don't want us talking
Yeah,
about
but they
the
don't want me
truth.
talking about FIFA. They know.
Okay, what was you gonna? So, did you hear my devil's advocate argument?
No.
Okay, so
Right.
I
Okay.
I am not endorsing this opinion. I'm just merely playing devil's advocate to just
Oh
see.
no, I did hear. It. I did
Okay,
hear. It. Okay. I don't think. How do I respond to this? There's there's a thin line in when it comes to companies endorsing or not endorsing people or allowing or not allowing people because of their public image. That's fine. But this particular case, the guy didn't do anything but shit on a game that's really bad and that everybody knows is really bad. And he dissected why it was really bad. So I think it's a shitty thing that they did. Oh, something I never knew about Odeko. Oh, I saw that. That's bad. God damn it. Why would you link that now?
oh my
You
god.
son of a bitch. I
Okay.
was trying to repeat myself and then I see this shit. Anyway, so to close out the other topic before we get into this one, because clearly this has to be talked about too. Um, I think what EA did is wrong. I think it sends a bad precedence. I think the guy that it's in question didn't do anything that wrong. And overall, this is going to be a black eye on that community.
Agreed.
So that being said,
I mean, I agree,
how
and
can you not like water?
but there's going to be people that are going to say um, that wow, he could have, um, that
Handle the situation better this
right.
time
They'll
around.
say his criticism wasn't constructive, and therefore, and that EA has every right to ban him from his tournaments you know, um, for the tirade, and that be it, and
Yes.
although to that I would respond to EA, grow up. That's life on the internet and in life. I mean,
Yeah, well, they can't take criticism because it might affect their sales of FIFA packs and Madden packs. So you just have to shut them all down.
and it's a move that will backfire because I think the reason why they banned him is
It's not
because
gonna backfire.
it's gonna, huh?
Do you know how much money they've already made?
I know, but I say that the move to ban him I think in the long run will backfire. But I think the reason why they ban him and not others is because if he is the best, his opinion people will listen to him more than Joe Schmo, and they just try to silence him by not having
Yeah,
enough
well, the
tournaments.
problem is if they copy strike him, or God damn it, fucking PewDiePie, if they copyright strike him on YouTube and he's talking about the game deliberately without adhering to the fair use legal rules rather, they can't actually just remove him. They can remove all of the content he has, so he's fucked. So he can't even make content criticizing content. So
Wait. Hold on. What do you mean that he can't make content?
So this already happened to him. The first video that he made a month ago when the game first came out, he said, "Look, this game is bad," and he broke down why the game is bad. EA themselves flagged it,
But how
and it
flag
got
under
taken
what
down.
flag him under what under
Copyright,
how
because he was showing
copyright?
instances of the game being bad.
Oh, for showing the video.
Yep, exactly. So he
I
was
see.
showing instances of the game being what he said it was, and they got pissed. So they have a grudge against him.
Wow. That you grudge ain't the word.
A vendetta.
Yes. Better word. Yeah, a lot better of a word. Wow.
Not good. Either way, it's not good.
No. Wow.
I don't know. I kind of want to see how it works out. We'll see.
Yeesh. I didn't know about that part, so that part was new. I mean,
Well, you didn't know about any of it. I mean, I purposely wanted you to come in blind to it, so I could hear your perspective.
wow. All right, before we all get disconnected again, what's this about?
Oh, Odell Beckham doesn't like water.
Okay, so
That's all.
I didn't misread it.
No, he was complaining.
I don't like the squishy feeling it makes in the stomach. Wow.
Yeah, he's a bitch ass bitch. Fuck him. I don't like him at all. The end. I don't know what else to say about that. He's a bitch.
You should play this.
What? Oh, yeah, I seen this.
What he doesn't like is winning.
Wow. All right, guys. I'm sleepy, so I'm gonna get going.
Yeah, we're all sleepy. We're all kind of out of it, and we
But
keep getting disconnected. So sorry,
yeah.
it was a bad quality show.
Yeah,
But
I apologize
for
for
listening.
everybody. This is the first time we've ever had any issues with Discord. It's always been really, really reliable. So hopefully this is just a one-off. So,
Mhm.
but thanks everyone for joining. Take it easy. We'll be back. And I guess I know we'll talk about Jim's favorite game, Street Fighter Five, because by next week we should see the patch drop.
Yes,
For
we'll talk about it then,
all right, folks.
and we'll talk about 4-inch or 4-foot dick fighting game again
5 feet.
because I'm sure it's just gonna get worse. 5 feet,
Yeah.
5-foot fighting dick
Yeah.
game. Yep, with a block button and a ring out. Yeah.
This is great.
Enjoy that. Enjoy that trash.
Great. This is great.
Good night.
Good night.
Peace.